Meat animals, like beef cattle, graze on this grass.
This is horrible. This is like Jaws.
My days are numbered, there's no doubt about it.
Most sheep, too, depend on grass.
There's no line when it comes to fighting. You know, you can say this and you can say that, but when it's time to scrap, you're gonna see who's for real and who's not. Some of the best fighters and the best strikers in the world are in this place. These guys in here, they are high level and they train all day, every day. And when it's time to fight, these guys fight. There's so many walks of life in here, you know, and everyone's got a story. Alex, the animal, Garcia, remember? And then he changed it to the Dominican Nightmare, huh? Isn't it Dominican Nightmare? It's just Nightmare, huh? Freddy Krueger there. Black version of Freddy Krueger. Look at it, listen. I live in a gym, mate. Do you want to see where I live? Come with me. It's a bit embarrassing living in a gym. I mean, some people would really like it, but they don't understand that there's no privacy here. Like, I'm not allowed to bring girls back here. I live like a monk. So.
My days are numbered, there's no doubt.
I was in this place called 13 Coins in Bangkok. It was coming to the point where I was fighting so much, my body was breaking down. I was thinking to myself, man, the sport's killing me, you know? I just came from fighting 4 times a month to coming here and just training and not fighting at all. Firas really helped me, and he was like, look, it's gonna take you at least 2 years. If you just give me 2 years of your time, you know, I'm gonna turn you into a superstar, you know? But Firas, man, what a philosopher, what a man. Like, such knowledge and such a good person with such a great character and such a big heart. I was truly blessed that I met that guy at 13 Coins that day, and he got me over here. It was a huge blessing.
Belong to Firas, brainwash, master, take everything.
Grandmaster.
He put him so to everybody, belong to him.
The brainwashing process is very tedious.
That's Master Peter, crazy Muay Thai coach. Definitely the one and only.
Tell them the truth, how you sold Muay Thai. In Thailand, they made a pact never to teach the white man Muay Thai. He came to Canada and sold Muay Thai to the white man. He sold out. He's one of the first defectors. You train Falang, foreigner. You're not supposed to train foreigner. Train the foreigner.
His specialty is striking, yes. Or turning people into absolute insane creatures.
I started doing jiu-jitsu and I met Muay Thai master, Peter Sison Fu. He started training me in Muay Thai and I started competing in Muay Thai. I became Canadian champ. I did a lot of super fights in jiu-jitsu. I was doing MMA without really knowing it too much. Do you teach the white man the real secret of Muay Thai or just so-so?
80%, 70%.
He won't show them the real technique.
Firas was a fighter, terrific fighter. UFC had just started, and it was still very segregated. It was still like I remember even when they did ads for it, it was like, you know, almost like a Taekwondo guy against a sumo wrestler.
A guy by the name of Georges St-Pierre walked into the gym. Over the years, he asked me to start training him, and then the gym just kept growing and growing.
Lock your hands together like this, just a baseball bat. That's it, like this. That's it. Now, over here like this. That's it. Now, bridge on it. Bridge on it. That's it. Now go grab his man.
Firas has a great ability to sort of be the general and kind of to put a system in place that produces really, really good fighters.
the mecca of MMA in Canada. Tristar is a gem amongst gyms, that's for sure. UFC, when it first started, it was only like martial art masters and kind of like people in their 40s and stuff, so there was no young guys. And when I first saw it, I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. But I was afraid to do it because I was like 17, I was still in high school. And then as I started to train it just for fun, you know, I decided to give it a try. And here I am. I'm here every day, you know.
Tristar, I consider it to be one of the best in the world, if not the best. You get to watch like some better scraps in here than you see on the UFC, you know? Dudes just scrapping, and it's just wicked. You can be an ordinary Joe Blow, you can come into this gym and you can train with them. Before you know it, they're doing a fight quest. And then a few years later, next minute they're pros. That's how it works around here.
When I was in Vancouver, sometimes there would be nobody showing up for training. People got jobs or they're not professionals, but over here you get a lot of guys who are hungry. You know, they want that glory, they want that gold.
Rory, today, first and last round, I'm going to put Ryan on top of you, and you're just going to do guard. And we're going to fix any problems that might run in, because he knows BJ's pass game very, very well.
I can punch too though, right?
But you can't hurt him, no. Don't put your glove on him. Like, fake it, but don't put your glove on him. You'll hurt him, he's very small.
Rory's like, I think he's just turned 23, but it's like, he's so skilled, like well-rounded everywhere, it's insane. Like kicks and punches and takedowns like coming all over the place. Like fuck, new breed of fighter.
It's like embedded in my brain and in my muscles, you know, to be the full package fighter. Knockout's always the best way to win. Submissions are cool, but you know, it's not the same feeling you get when you put someone to sleep with your fists, your knee or your kicks or whatever it may be. I can't really put it into words. You have to experience it.
Yeah, he's a stud. I hate him. You meet like some fucking really weird people that you wish you never met, and then you make friends with people that you're probably gonna talk to for the rest of your life, you know. But you go to leave somewhere, and everyone's like, "Where are you going? Where are you going?" And it's just like, "I just want to leave. I just want to go for a walk or whatever." He's like, "Oh, cool. Can I come?"
Soak up that knowledge. See, that's what I'm saying. These boys, like, they're just chilling in the dorms, and then next minute, they just walk into a gym and they're getting world-class knowledge, man, off like high-level jiu-jitsu dudes, and they're putting it into their MMA game, you know? And that's the difference about this place, is that, like, I can come over here and just have something to eat, chill for like an hour, and then think to myself, stuff it, let's put in some work, you know, and grab a few of the boys and we just kit up and we just roll for hours, you know? Or we do like stand up, you know, body on body, you know, just mess around and stuff. So it's just a different level, man. It's just wild. This is where it's at.
It's a really good thing, man. The dorms, like being able to live in an environment like this, it's got its downsides, but like just being immersed here, it just furthers your game so much. Somebody's watching fights, you know what I mean? Somebody's talking about fighting. It can get to be a little much at times. Just showing moves and counters to that move, and then, oh no, I have the counter to that one, you know what I mean? I won my first fight. I knocked the guy out in like 24 seconds. I was scared as fuck. And the right hand landed and he just dropped. And I was just like, oh my God. Hooked, line and sinker. You're done, nothing else matters anymore. My mom was a gymnast and a dancer. My dad was a dancer. I'm very gifted with movement. You know what I mean? I can skateboard, I can break dance, I can do parkour. Like if I see it, I can pretty much do it. So I decided to move out here. First day of training camp, I eat this overhand right, like boom, and I just feel like this electric jolt through my face and I've hit the mat. I can just feel the jolt still just going zzz, zzz. So I'm like, yeah, that's broken totally. I get up and like everything's double. I pretty much broke the whole bottom of my eye socket off.
They put a plate in there. If I like straighten my head out, it actually seems abnormal to me. It seems like it makes everything double. So I go like this all the time. So I'm always looking at people all cockeyed. Makes me angry when I see it on video, actually. I'm gonna fight regardless. I've learned too much and I've come too far to stop without reaching my goal, or at least continuing to try to reach my goal until I'm no longer able to do so. I promised myself when it happened I'd get the best headgear I could find. It's like $460, man. Niggas are broke.
I've always been like really like pretty, really slick, hard to hit. And I've dropped a lot of guys, but they don't sleep. This guy, it's like out.
My goal is to just put you to sleep. That's the only goal. I've put many men to sleep, and it's because I just want to cave their face in. Make them feel that they know that they've never been hit like that before. That's how I want them to feel.
He's easily pound for pound the hardest hitter in the gym.
That's the gift, man. So I use it to my advantage, you know? Yeah. I use that gift.
Just can hit.
Yeah, I just love that.
Across his legs. One hook inside to the far leg, yes. And when you step across, drop him right over, take him right over.
You really have to know at least 4 different disciplines in MMA, boxing, wrestling, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu. You have to know a lot about all 4 of those disciplines. And most coaches are gonna know a whole bunch about one, or a little bit about everything. Firas is just, I don't know, his brain is just incredible to me because he knows so much about all of them.
And the second he goes to open his elbow, you have to crush it with your hip. Don't let him get to this. If he gets to this, it's over. You know, he's gonna escape. You see? He doesn't have you, you have him. Knee. Right hand. Elbow.
It's addictive because of the glory, you know what I mean? For me, everyone's got their individual reasons. Some people's for the fans, you know, the rush, the adrenaline, whatever it may be. For me, it's like a glorifying feeling of knowing I did it right, you know? Knowing I used my techniques properly, you know, I'm bettering myself. So it's, for me, it's glory.
Rory solves 9 out of his 10 problems, he solves them with a knee to the head. A lot of guys, they want to fight after a month of training. And I screen them, you know, I won't let this guy fight because he's carrying my name, he's carrying the name of the gym, you know. And if he wants to fight and I don't feel he's ready to fight, I won't let him fight.
When I first got here, I didn't listen that much because I came from a stand-up background, so I ended up making a huge mistake in having my first pro MMA fight and losing to a wrestler. Thai fighting, there's such a difference. The tools that you have are very dangerous, but most of them are useless for MMA. I had arguments with Firas, I had arguments with my manager. I put myself in a fight that just wasn't good for me. I was being impatient. And I've been fighting since I was a kid, so if you want to stand up and scrap, we can do that. I don't fear no one. It's just, I wasn't prepared. What happened that night? What didn't happen that night? What didn't that pretty boy Jordan Parsons do to me? I mean, he was a Division I All-American wrestler. He pretty much beat me up for 14 minutes. And the rest of the time that I did have a chance to get on my feet, I was frozen in time. It was one of the worst feelings ever. So I took my beating like a man. I got punched in the head 307 times. And the whole time I was thinking to myself, this is never gonna happen again. So I learnt my lessons and I thank Jordan Parsons a lot. I thank him a lot for what he done. I wouldn't be sitting down reading books like this if I didn't go for that fight.
I think you have to be at par on every art. You know, you can't have 0 wrestling. You got to be at par. And maybe you've pummeled this guy to death, but if you have 0 wrestling, he'll take you down at the end of the round, you know. But you have to use your martial arts together. If you have one of your aspects is at 0, I mean, it's just too much of a gap. You know, it has to be at par.
I do see it as like a martial arts competition between 2 martial artists, but it's still combat, and that is still a scrap. Which
I don't really see that martial arts side like you do. I don't know why, but I just don't, because look, I come from like growing up on the streets and stuff, where, you know, you got these karate kids and all that. They're out on Friday night, Saturday night, and drinking in the parks and stuff, you know. They're looking for scraps. They're supposed to be martial artists. You ended up smashing out with one of these kids, you know, and you ruined him, because he's not from where you're from.
For sure.
He's not used to fighting for real, you know. But mixed martial arts has got some dangerous sports in it, man. It's really about markability. That's going to get you where you want to get to, you know? But as long as you can smash too. Look at some of the fighters now, like Chael Sonnen, okay? You know he gets whooped, but people just want to hear him talk shit. Because he's got a mouth on him, he knows how to, you know, tickle people's ears.
That's actually not James, that's the guy you fought in Thailand.
Yeah. I'm fine, James POLODNA. Failure is not an option.
I became very good friends with David Loiseau, which was like, I've never told him this, but it was like a huge thing for me because I used to watch this guy fight on DVDs, and he was just a wicked scrapper to me, you know, and I never knew that one day I was going to be sitting down eating lunch with him and talking with him, and we just talk so much crap to each other, it's ridiculous.
I train hard once a week. It's hard. Once a week on Tuesday. Real hard. Once a week. Yeah, they gotta go, man. Gotta go. Hey, go. Hey. He's like, man, I gotta go. Hey, word, I didn't even hear it. It's just subconscious. You saw my face. Woo! He's like, I got to go. Instincts kick in. Instincts are kicking in right now. I'm out. All right, Cage. Peace, guys.
Peace, bro.
If I won the lottery, I wouldn't just quit fighting. I wouldn't be traveling around the world. I would be doing the exact same shit.
To be honest with you, man, I'd love to just live on an island on my own and just live off the land. Way prefer that than the city and all this violence and fighting, and, you know?
For sure, it's a more healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, it's
if you could go back to a hunter-gatherer society, that would be the best case scenario for all involved. But unfortunately, it's not really possible the way the system is set up.
The world's all weird. The world's definitely a weird place. I'm gonna be honest. I don't care what people think or what they say. This is the fight sport. We're in there to hurt each other. I'm trying to hurt you, and I want you to try and hurt me. I mean, this is what we're there to do. We're entertainers. We're there to entertain. So let's not be nice to each other. Let's try and entertain by killing each other. I think that's the best thing to do. See who can kill who first. That's the honest truth.